Hello everybody, Ian Robson here, and welcome to another edition of Hard Workin'. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. Let me just let you in. I bought a new vehicle. This is a Peterbilt 379, I want to say. It's a day cab. I picked this up because... why am I going to that? There we go. 379 version 2. Nice. This is almost like the one I have in Euro Truck, actually, which is kind of funny. And that's loud in my ears. There we go. I can never tell how loud it's supposed to be. There we go. That's better. So, what we're going to do is not run into things. Hopefully. Alright, let's get out of here. Nice. It's funny, when you're in the game like this and you compare what this looks like I really hate that. Why does it do that? And you compare what this looks like in comparison to... Where am I here? I need to head north. And you compare this to like Euro Truck. It's crazy to see the difference between the two. Now granted, this game... The whole point of this game isn't to truck, right? So, we need to keep that in mind. Whereas in Euro Truck, the whole idea behind the game is to truck. So, I can only assume there's going to be a big difference between the way the trucks look in this game versus Euro Truck. But I'd like to think that in this game, we could people could aspire to make a truck as good as it is in Euro Truck. It's a nice thought, at least. Whether or not that's going to be a reality or not, that's a different question, but it's a nice thought, so we'll see if that happens or not. I know at the end of 2013, there were a few trucks that actually looked pretty darn good. Right, I don't know why, I just tried to signal there for some reason. As if I was in Euro Truck. Anyways, yeah, so there were a few trucks at the end of 2013 that looked pretty good, actually. I can't think of... I want to say the T800 Kenworth was pretty decent. They did a pretty good job with that in the end, but... I can't think of any other ones that really did a fantastic job since... or after that one, I should say. That's definitely the one that comes to mind first. So... It's probably one. I guess it is probably one of the better ones. Yeah. Anyways, funny little story. I was watching Daggerwin play the other day. He was on one of his videos, and he was playing on Hagenstadt Rebuilt or a work in progress or something that I think he's adjusting it himself or something like that. Anyways, I noticed something that was kind of funny. Like he was using the big case the case Steiger there. And he doesn't use the GPS mod, not yet at least, but he mentioned he was probably going to get it. Anyway, so he wasn't using the GPS mod, and you can definitely tell he was having a little bit of trouble because he was using the big old the horse seater, and you know how ridiculous that thing can be sometimes. It was funny to see how it worked out for him. There's a couple times where you could tell he was editing stuff out. Well, that's just the way because he tries to play realistically as possible, so he tries to include that in his videos, right? So, it's just the way he is, which is cool. I have nothing against that. Everyone's got a different style. I try to keep realism in mind, but I don't sacrifice how much fun I have for realism. As you can see, of course, we have our little Deutzfahrer. Is Agrostar, I think it is, currently unloading that beet harvester, and this isn't attached. I wasn't sure if it was or not. And of course, we have our class Zerion. I do like this thing. I can't get enough of it, really. I think I get the feeling like I might start including it in more videos. As strange as that sounds. There we go. Or more series, I should say. Because class is in America now, I tweeted out the other day, it was something for Class America. Oh, let's get this stump while I'm just chilling out here. No, that should be lower. There we go. We do have a Class America, so it is possible to see these types of things here. I'm not going to stump grind all these stumps here, but I just happened to notice a couple of them, so they're all over the place here. I just need to spend like, it's probably gonna take like an hour, unfortunately, to get all the stumps out of the place. It's one of the biggest problems with stump grinding. Yeah, see, it's never as easy as you want it to be. Well, this is easier than the in-game one, I think, so. There we go. Anyways, that's good enough. So what we're going to do is going to grab our cultivator there, because we have a cultivator. It's going to leave us on the front. Technically, we can plow a field with this, this thing here, but we're not going to. Alright, so we're going to grab our cultivator. We're going to cultivate that, that field that the sugar beets are working on, the sugar beet harvester is working on. We're gonna get that started. Let's go in the cab here. Actually, it's strange. Both of these implements now, both Lemken and Claas are actually in North America. Like for example. Unfortunately, when I went to the Ottawa Farm Show a while back, I didn't see any Claas Xerions there. That would have been awesome. I didn't see any Claas Xerions. They had do they have any Case Tigers? I don't think they had it this year. They had it last year though. But they did have some Lemken. Not this one specifically. They had some smaller Lemkens there. I don't know if. Let me see if I can find one. It was more like this. But it was Lemken. Something like closer to that. Or maybe it was this one. But something along those lines. So, somewhere in the middle there. And they actually had a few of those. Just on the floor, basically. Which was pretty cool to check out. If I'm honest. Anyways, let's get this guy set up here. Yeah, it was one of the stranger things, actually. I was surprised I didn't see much Claas there. The Xerion specifically is it's coming to Canada. You see a lot more in Canada, or what they announced a couple years ago. But I didn't see anything. There we go. And why does it want to give me an offset? I have no idea. There we go. So yeah, when Daggerwin was playing, actually, he could have used the GPS mod, so it always helps with the bigger equipment. Is that still fertilized? No. It looks like it is, actually. That's really strange. Why is that still fertilized? That's very strange, actually. Yeah, let's look. What? I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't fertilize it after the fact. That would make no sense. No? Maybe that's a mod? I don't know. Let me know if you guys know if that's a mod or not. Because as you can see, definitely part of it's fertilized, definitely part of it's not. That's really odd. Could it be cultivating the cultivating the sugar beets in? Maybe. I don't even know. Because look at that. That's so strange. Just gonna turn that down in my ears. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. It's always difficult finding the appropriate levels for things. There we go. Raise that up. Yeah, so Daggerwin definitely could have used the GPS mod. And he mentioned it, so maybe he'll pick it up and start playing with that. I don't watch all of his videos, but I just happen to watch the Hagenstat work in progress one that he released recently, so it was just interesting to see what he was up to. Nice. We can probably go faster than this. 15, I think, is the maximum. Anyways, yeah, that's really odd. I don't know what's going on there. Because it's like the tires that are leaving marks, and they're not appropriately sized, as you can see. But the... I don't know what that is. That's really odd. And I'd be curious to see... I'd be curious to see what mod it actually is, or if it's just the way the texture looks. Because normally, you don't see this after the fact. It must just be a texture thing. Because it doesn't make any sense otherwise. I wonder what it is. Ah, well. Anyways. It's funny, I released the last version of Hardworking, or last episode of Hardworking, I don't know, a while ago now. And I know, based on numbers and people, I don't think people didn't appreciate the logging side of things, which is fine. Which the funny thing is, I guess the way I was logging, because I was just taking whole trees and putting them in the trailer, which is understandable. That's very not so realistic at all, but I just wanted to try it and see what it was like. Someone left a comment the other day saying, if you harvest, if you use a full tree. If you use a full tree when you sell a full tree, it's actually not worth as much, so they confirmed my suspicions. One sec, coffee break. Yeah, so they confirmed my suspicions that selling a tree the way I was before isn't actually worth as much money. And it appears that you actually make more money when you process the tree, which makes sense to a certain extent. I'm just going to skip a pass here. Which makes sense, you know, more processed tree probably work a little bit better than an unprocessed tree, so... I don't know, though. It's strange. I do like how they incorporated, like, the little money up in the top right-hand corner there now, so if you gain or lose money, it'll actually show it, which is kind of neat, so... Nope. Apparently someone was saying this was from World War I or World War II. I can't remember. I think it was World War I, I want to say. I forget what kind of a Sopwith, I think was what they were saying. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't know planes well enough to know what kind of plane that is, but it's still kind of cool that they have it in-game, if you ask me. So, I think it's pretty nifty. That must be from a mod. It's gonna bug me now. Anyways, I noticed that Randy Allen, he switched up his multiplayer server. Now he's on States version 6. So I was thinking maybe on the next live stream I might live stream on his server. I know he's chill with that. I've already asked him that a couple times now. But that would be kind of cool, because that's the server, that's the place I tend to live stream anyways, so... Although this weekend I didn't live stream on that particular map, which is fine. But it would be kind of cool, I think, to live stream on that type of map, because it is a huge map. I haven't been able to catch any of his episodes yet, but I think soon... Well, I think maybe this weekend I'll be able to catch up on a couple episodes, see how it's going for him. I know originally he wanted to put the newbie farm on there, but what happened was there's just too many errors, so he was unable to use the newbie farm as the map of choice, which is unfortunate because it's a pretty chill map. But let's just see, do I have any cool tippers that I might be able to replace the one I have with? Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Dirt Tiber, I was watching Dirt Tibers, he was using these the other day. To store stuff. It was funny to watch. The Rendazzles, I use those too much already. I need to go through my mods and get rid of some of these. I don't like these things. I picked them up because I was playing a game. These might be interesting, actually. I've never used these before. Not actually, we could use. No, that's not going to work for this though. They're not grains. But I could get these, or the Fortuna, which carries everything. Yeah, 18. It's funny if you ever look. You see how much the capacity is versus the price. Sometimes it's really close. So see the price and that. So that's actually not worth buying, whereas this is worth buying on a per liter basis. Anyways, I'll think about that later. On like a per liter basis, it's really strange. All right. Let's get this little part here. Went fishing the other day. Haven't done. It's funny. I've lived in this city for like years, and I've never, for whatever reason, I just never gone fishing. And then the other day, I was like, sitting down messing around Minecraft, and I was like, man, I'm not really feeling this right now. I'm like, I should go fishing. So I totally just got up and like went fishing randomly, which I don't normally do, but it was a lot of fun actually. Almost caught a fish, which is always part of the fun when you almost catch fish. So. Unfortunately, I didn't, was not successful in actually, I had it on the hook, but I didn't, it was on the line, but as I was bringing it to shore, it popped off, and, unfortunately, did not succeed, so, it's the way it goes sometimes, but it was a lot of fun. Got a chance to see some places I've never seen before. I was really surprised actually. There's a couple little areas around here that are just really, really pretty. Just would never have gone there under normal circumstances. So because I went fishing, it was a kind of a cool little, a couple of cool little areas I hadn't seen before. So it was good though. I was fishing in the Rideau River, it's called. And apparently in the Rideau River there's muskie. There's pike as well, which is a bit strange. There's also bass. What else? Catfish, carp, panfish, the usual stuff. But I was kind of surprised that, because I think they said pike, but northern pike and muskie don't usually live in the same area, just because, as far as I know, they compete a little bit. So. I don't know. I've never caught a muskie before. I've caught pike before, but never muskie. So I really don't know how to handle catching any type of large muskie, which would be kind of scary actually, especially if you're not used to dealing with humongous fish like muskie. Well, as big as they can get. All right. Let's get that last little bit there. Perfect. And we might as well get this little bit here too. Yeah, that's strange. That might be just... I wonder if it's just from my tires. Let's find out. That's strange. So this just leaves marks, but it doesn't actually do the same thing. So perhaps it's from... I don't know what it's from, actually. That's one of the stranger things that's happened. There we go. Helps when you actually engage. Yeah, see that? So when I drove along there, it didn't do anything, but as soon as I dropped the cultivator down, it did that. I don't know. Farmer Beavis, if you're watching, do you know what that mod might be? I don't know if it's the green manure mod, and that's possible, actually. But I don't know if this map has that installed to do that type of thing. It's possible, but... How far are they? Looks like they don't have very much to harvest left, which is good. And why did that stop there? That was weird. But I accidentally, I must have accidentally raised it. But, yeah, it's fishing. It's good times. Trying to use lures, not using worms. Just because I was only out there for a little while and I didn't, usually with worms it's like one of those things you spend a whole afternoon doing or something like that, or like a whole weekend or something, but this time was only just a short little, I went out for a couple hours and that's it. But I discovered how easy it was, so perhaps I might go out again in the near future. I know that was a little bit excessive to do that, but it was just easier than trying to avoid the tree completely. There we go. Nice. It's too bad you can't lean forward like you can in Euro Truck. Often it'd be nice to look forward and see the gauges and see what they're actually saying. This would be kind of cool to see one of these things in action, actually. I've never seen one of these in action before. But I think it'd be kind of sweet, if you ask me. I have seen some smaller versions, not this one specifically, but smaller versions of Lemken. What's the word? Cultivators? There we go. I've seen a few of the smaller ones in action before, and they're pretty fun to watch, but I've never seen one of these bigger ones. And maybe this fall I'll try and get out to and see the what do they call it? Where was it? The outdoor farm show. And I forget where it is. Not Cambridge. Sherbrooke, not Sherbrooke. Somewhere in Ontario. Maybe I'll try and get out to see that, because then I'll be able to see some field demos as well. Which is the one thing I missed when I was at the Ottawa Farm Show. There's no field demos there. You just see them. You just see them sitting there doing nothing. I'm just gonna make a little headland here to make my life a little easier, so I don't have to keep running into the mountain every time. But it will be pretty cool. I'll have to look at the dates of that. Depending on when it is, I may or may not be able to make it to it. So, look at this. Do the whole headland. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But I'll look into it actually, because I think I will have time around then, but I'm not sure. So, oh, he's almost done. That's good. That's good to know. Alright folks, so I think what I'll do is I will stop the episode there. I'll let that guy finish up, and I'll continue cultivating, and we'll come back and we'll go from there. I'll just stop here. So until then folks, my name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from hard working, and I'll catch you guys later.